Alright, quick update here, guys. It is April 15th, 2019, and I'll give you a little update here on Tessie, the 56 wagon. All of the glass is installed with the exception of the windshield, which I'm waiting for a glass guy to get back in touch with me. I did get an unbroken original glass. But it's got a weird foggy spot. Not this, I don't give a shit about that. It's got a weird foggy spot in it. I can't seem to get it out of there. And it's got some scratches and stuff in it too, so I'm thinking I'm not going to use this glass. But anyways, the wiper system is installed. The gauges are installed. The column is pretty much done, other than just tightening things up. We've got all the underpinnings tightened up, with the exception of the upper control arms, and I'm going to double check the front wheel bearings. Fuel gauge is hooked up and seems to be working. All the sending units for the gauges are in. Oil pressure and water temp. I got the grill. Got the grill in. I need to put in my overflow bottle. Get the windshield installed. It's going next Friday, the 26th, to the exhaust shop to have exhaust put on it. Woohoo! Which means I gotta have a windshield in it by then. So I have basically a little less than 2 weeks to get a windshield installed in this thing, one form or another. And I gotta get a rear bumper on it before it gets exhaust. So if I run the so I know where I'm going to be heading with everything. It'll just be temporarily installed, but I need to get a bumper on it. So a lot to do. I want to get the rear seat in it this week, just because, just to get that done. Rear seat can go in. I got my Mexican blankets that are going to look killer. I don't know. I got my speaker grill ready to go. There's so much going on with it right now. I've just been thrashing on this thing. It's just been crazy. But exhaust, overflow tank, rear bumper, and a windshield. Not necessarily in that order. Those are all things that have to get done to make it legal enough to get down the road. I want to get some of my front end chrome. There's some more chrome pieces that go on. I'm not worried about a hood. I have one, but if it doesn't end up on the car before the car show, I don't really care. I'll just make sure it's detailed really nice under the hood, and I'll drive it like it is. I may also change the starter out. I've never been happy with the way the starter sounds in this car, and it doesn't appear that it needs to be shimmed. I do have an original GM starter, not one that is an O'Reilly rebuild. To get that, it just doesn't sound right. I don't know, it just doesn't sound right. But anyways, I'll button up the taillights a little bit better. I don't really have all the screws in them. I don't have gaskets on them, none of that stuff. So there's lots to do. Like you see, I got glass in. It's dirty, whatever, but all the glass went. It actually went in really good. Like, I mean, I dry fit everything, and that was good idea, because let me tell you what, man, it was tight up here. I actually had to spray the rubber with glass cleaner to make it slippery enough to get it to slide in, and it's a process, but we got it. Glass is all in. This vent glass is a little bubbly, but I do think I have a better one. But it kind of matches the door glass, so I don't care. That's gonna be my overflow jug, but I'm going to mount it on the forward side of the radiator support. There's lots to do, lots and lots to do. I'm going to spray bomb these things silver just so they don't stick out quite so much. Hose for the overflow. I need to make a brace for the grill, but that won't matter if I don't have the hood on it, which I probably won't. Because actually, if it rains at the car show, not really too worried about it. It's not gonna really suck too much water just through that snorkel anyhow. So we're getting there, guys, getting there. I'm gonna order my center caps for the wheels My spider caps, I'm going to order them today. I really don't need them, but I really would like to have them on the car. Like $200, but I'm going to spend it eventually, and it's the miracle of credit cards. You pay for it in 30 days, so we're okay there. Lots and lots of stuff to do. So just wanted to bring you a little bit of an update here, just because I haven't had one in a while. But I will say, all the mechanisms and stuff, all the door regulators and stuff, all work really, really nice. I can kind of show you here. I will come up with something. I'm just going to take some heavy black mill plastic. It just makes some water barriers or some covers, just because. Well, just to cover up some of the stuff, because I didn't repaint all the rods and stuff. I didn't take the time to do that. But this works like it should. And the old school vent window. That's air conditioning. Works really good. Works really good. And the door glass and all the new channels, all the new fuzzies are all in. I couldn't be happier. Everything works really good. Doors open and close really nice. I've got all brand new weather stripping in. What else? I mean, some of this stuff I'm not gonna glue it in until I get the inside trim installed, because that will kind of dictate, how far that pushes that around. But they're in. They appear to be sealed good enough. Be good. Tailgate glass is in. There's one BB speck there, which I'll put a decal there or something, or nothing. I'm really not sure. And I've got to just make sure everything is sealed up. But I just put everything in this weekend, and it seems to be okay. I used bedding and glazing stuff. It's a non-drying, kind of like butyl tape, but in a caulk gun tube. So yeah, been just thrashing on this thing. I mean, it's been a lot of late nights, especially on the weekends, just trying to get it done. Had to replace the heater core, because the local shop that said they boiled it out and pressure tested it, said it was fine. It had like 6 leaks in the core, so I put in a new aluminum one, and I'm going to leave I don't know if you can see it in there, I'm going to leave the heater box open so I can check it for leaks once I have everything warmed at the temperature, and I can verify that my gauge works, both oil pressure and temperature and fuel sending. Steering wheel I'm going to leave off until the windshield is in it, because it's just a lot easier to work in there without that. Lots to do. So, alright, wish me luck, guys. The hometown car show here is May 17th. It's a Friday night. That's my goal. It's Friday night. Friday night, May 17th. To have this car there. It's not going to be done, obviously. It's going to be primer and patchwork. But the goal is to have it there. The unveiling, as I guess you'd say. But it'll be pretty sure it'll be the only one there like it. So the nice thing about unveiling a car like this, people will anticipate the next step. They'll hey, did you get the car painted yet? Hey, did you get the wheels done? Hey, did you get the bumpers done? So there we go. Well, my battery's just about dead, so let's wrap it up. Okay, 56 Chevy wagon. She's 210 Tessie, and she's well on her way to being on the streets. I've got plates, I've got insurance, so away we go. Thanks for watching. I'll bring you another one as we roll. See ya.